you buy a 2005 Dodge Caravan or Grand Caravan, you save double the GST. Which leaves you laughing all the way to the bank. Did we mention the no-charge DVD system?
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Joseph here once again. And today I'm once again at Wanda Blackwell's Credit Cars in Bentonville, Arkansas. And today we're going to be doing a dual tour. We're going to be taking a look at this 2004 Dodge Grand Caravan EX. And then we will be doing a tour on the Chrysler Town and Country touring. So, without further ado, let's go on and get started with the Dodge Grand Caravan. This is a 2004 Dodge Grand Caravan EX with 126,000 miles. Back in its day, in my opinion, this was one of the most interesting styled minivans that came out on the United States market. They didn't look like any other van that was on the road at the time. It had its own unique styling, and around 2004-ish, they started implementing the stow and go feature on certain models of this van. If this one isn't equipped with the stow and go feature, I'll put some pictures in parts of the video when we're describing the history of the Dodge Grand Caravan to show you how the stow and go system works. So let's go on and get started with the history of the Dodge Grand Caravan, and then we will start the first portion of this tour. The Dodge Caravan, also known as the Dodge Grand Caravan, was a series of minivans produced by the Chrysler Corporation from 1984 up to 2020 model years, marketed as the Dodge version of the Chrysler minivans. The Caravan is currently in its 5th generation of production, introduced alongside the Plymouth Voyager. The Caravan was also sold by Chrysler as the Chrysler Town and Country until its 2017 replacement by the Chrysler Pacifica. Largely marketed in the United States and Canada, the Dodge Caravan was marketed in Europe as the Chrysler Voyager from 2009 to 2014. Volkswagen marketed the Volkswagen Routan, a rebadged version of the Dodge Grand Caravan. The Dodge Caravan was assembled at Windsor Assembly in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, prior to 2010. St. Louis Assembly in Fenton, Missouri was an additional source of production. Since their introduction in late 1983, over 14.6 million Chrysler and Dodge minivans, including the rebadged variant and export versions, have been sold worldwide. Production is scheduled to end on the 22nd of August, 2020. The 4th generation variant was unveiled at the 2000 North American International Auto Show on Monday, January 10th, 2000. The redesigned 2001 Dodge Caravan and the 2001 Chrysler Town and Country were released for sale in August of 2000. The release was part of a promotional tie-in with Nabisco, which unveiled their new mini Oreos inside the van during the unveiling. The first van rolled off the assembly line at the Windsor Assembly Plant on the 24th of July 2000. The 4th generation vans were assembled in the trim levels that follows: SE, Sport, SXT all-wheel drive, Sports base model, all-wheel drive choice, EL, CV, ES, EX all-wheel drive wagon, and the SXT all-wheel drive. In development from February 1996 to December 1999, the Generation 4 minivans were based on the Chrysler RS platform and featured a larger body frame with modified headlights and taillights. Design work was done by Brandon Fjarut from January 1997 and reached a production approval in 1998. In addition to other detailed changes, power sliding doors and a power hatch became available as options. The Mitsubishi 3-liter V6, which no longer met emission standards in California and the Northeast U.S., was discontinued, and a more powerful 3.8-liter dual overhead cam V6 engine based on the 3.3-liter became available. All-wheel drive continued to be offered on all high-end models. Other innovative available features include, but are not limited to, remote-operated sliding doors and rear hatch, which could be opened and closed at the push of a button on either side of the vehicle or with the keyless entry fob. In 2002, Daimler Chrysler stopped using the Dodge badges on the front doors like with all Dodge vehicles. In 2003, the Caravan CV and the Grand Caravan CV returned after having being discontinued in 1995. The CV model featured the option of deleted side windows replaced by composite panels, optional rear seats, and cargo floors made of plastic rubber material similar to pickup truck bedliners, rubber flooring in lieu of carpeting, and normal hatch at the rear. Mirror changes were made to the Grand Caravan ES, including many of the features in option group 29S becoming standard. The 17-inch Titan chrome wheels no longer being an option, replaced with standard 16-inch chrome wheels, and the disappearance of the auto-stick transmission option. This year also saw the appearance of an optional factory-installed rear seat DVD system with single-disc player mounted below the HVAC controls. 2004 offered an exclusive one-year-only anniversary edition package to mark Caravan's 20th anniversary in production. This package was offered on higher-level SXT trim models and included chrome wheels, body color moldings, special interior accents, and unique fender flare badges. 2005 changes to the Caravan included a revised grille, new fog light fascia, and a system of in-floor folding second and third row seats marketed as the Stow and Go feature. Production of this generation continued in China from 2008 when the Taiwanese Chrysler Town and Country production line was released and relocated there until late 2010 when the fifth generation Chrysler Voyager was introduced to the Chinese market. The Caravan was subsequently replaced by the Journey, although a page for the Caravan still exists on the Dodge China website. The Chinese Caravan was produced alongside the Town and Country, now using the Grand Voyager nameplate by the Southeast, and did not share any anesthetic components with the North American Caravan aside from the wheels. Instead, the Chinese Caravan was identical to the Taiwanese Town and Country aside from a lack of chrome trim on the exterior door panels, and used modified versions of the Town and Country front bumper with a Dodge grille. Chinese vans were equipped with the Mitsubishi 6G72 engines and came in three trim levels: Classic, SXT, and Luxury. Trim levels. SE included cloth upholstery, grocery bag hooks, manual air conditioning, tinted windows, manual locks, an AM/FM stereo with cassette player, and a 4-speaker, later a single CD player replaced the tape deck, and 15-inch steel rims with kinetic hubcaps. Later, standard features were sliding door alert, hazard flash when opening, and 15 steel rims with interface hubcaps. The SC Plus, Grand Caravan only, added power mirrors, sound installation, keyless entry, illuminated entry, power front windows, and rear vents. The Sport trim added overhead console, rear defroster, sunscreen glass holder, speed control, power locks, floor mats, tachometer, power heated mirrors, an FM/AM stereo with cassette player, and a 6-speaker system, powered windows, and 15-inch crossfire hubcaps. Package 25H added a dual-zone air conditioning, glove box, and ashtray lights, headlamp off delay. Package 25K added an AM/FM stereo with single CD and cassette players and 6 speakers, power sliding doors, and power driver seat, later replaced by the SXT package. The SXT package added 3-zone air conditioning, power driver seat, fog lamps, power sliding doors, HomeLink garage door opener, an AM/FM stereo with single CD, cassette players, and 6-speaker audio system, tachometer, and a 16-inch ingot alloy rims. And finally, the ES package added 3-zone air conditioning, trip computer, fog lamps, driver's side power sliding door, garage door opener HomeLink system, an AM/FM stereo with cassette player, in-dash 4CD changer, and Infinity sound system with the 16-inch Europia alloy rims. Engines available. From 2001 to 2007, the 2.4-liter EDZ inline 4 creating 150 horsepower at 5,400 RPM and 165 ounce-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM. From 2001 to 2007, the 3.3-liter EGA V6 created 180 horsepower at 5,000 RPM and 210 ounce-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM. From 2001 to 2007, the 3.8 EGH V6 created 200 horsepower at 5,000 RPM and 245 ounce-feet of torque at 4,000 RPM. The now 2009 to present 3-liter EG1 V6 creates 168 horsepower, and it's only available in China. The Canadian version has the 3.3-liter V6, which was standard on all models. It's a sky blue metallic exterior paired with a gray leather interior and vinyl accents throughout, with a little bit of plastic inserting as well. These vans, back in its day, were one of the most popular family haulers on the road. Got your signature Dodge key fob. So, as I said before, 126,072 miles. Starts right up. Four-speed automatic transmission with low gear selection. Tight but fluid power steering. It's going to turn on the lights, as well as the fog lights and the hazards. And we'll check out the exterior. Driver's side is automatic but hold down. This is the third generation of the Dodge Grand Caravan, I believe. They started manufacturing them in 1981, and this one was manufactured from 2000 to 2005. Let's take a look at the engine, shall we? 3.8 liter V6 dual overhead cam. Similar engines that were used in some of the smaller Chrysler sedans and coupes of its day. They also put the 3.8 liters in the last generation of the Chrysler New Yorker and Fifth Avenue. Parts are easy to come by for these vehicles because they made them by the millions. So let's take a look at the interior, shall we? Starting on the driver's side door, you've got your entry and exiting door locks, your left and right mirror adjustment, and your window up and down switches. On the seat, forward, back, up, down, tilt, back and forth, all power adjustment. Got your parking brake, pull release. So on the steering wheel, you have your cruise control switches, your accelerate, resume, and cancelization. Over on the climate control, you have all of your ins and outs for air conditioning, power on, power off, temperature adjust, all that fun stuff. You've also got your FM radio. You've got standard bass and treble adjustment, fade left, right, fade front and rear. Heated seats, rear washer switch, as well as your cleaning mode. Center console, got a small storage cubby, as well as an area to be able to charge your iPhone through the auxiliary power port. Up here on the ceiling, you have your entry and exiting lights, your power lift gate, power doors, menu adjust, and reset. And you have the different languages available for the on-screen display. It's only wiggling like that because of my camera. It doesn't actually have that effect. It's got compass, trip, miles, time elapsed, miles to service, and all of your other important details for travel. Here you got a small sunglass case holder, driver's side visor mirror. Here I am, hello. I also have a visor mirror on the passenger side. On some of these models, they have a rear entertainment system. I believe it was either a VHS or DVD player, depending on what model year you went with. You also got your other power adjustment outlets down here for charging your iPhone or other amenities if you so choose. So we'll check out the passenger side, and then we'll go back to the rear and take a look at all of the amenities that the rear portion of the vehicle offers. So you also got a tape player, CD player, all that fun stuff. So let's take a look at the passenger seat, and then we'll move to the back of the vehicle where things get really cool. So on the passenger side, you have pretty much the same ergonomics. You got your window adjust, window lock, folder holder, your power forward, back, up, down, tilt. I'm going to adjust the seat just a little bit so I can get comfortable. Checking this side of the vehicle out. Got a modest-sized glove box. You also got your owner's manual and automotive information booklet. Traditional Dodge leather casing with the 2004 Dodge Caravan owner's manual. So let you know everything you need to know about your vehicle. And it also has the 2004 warranty information that was built on or after the 1st of October of 2003. All right, so now that we've looked at the front part of the vehicle, we're going to start taking a look at the back side, and we'll show you what the Caravan came optioned with. And then we're going to move over to the Chrysler Town and Country and show you what a fully loaded variant of this platform came to offer. So we're going to go in and make sure everything is turned on. It is. We're going to push all three of these buttons just to go in and activate the powered equipment, and we'll go from there. Looks like the tailgate doesn't want to stay up because the hydraulics are bad. So this vehicle has partially powered sliding doors. So they are manual open, power close. So we'll demonstrate closing this door here on the inside. They will automatically open when you exit the vehicle, but they will not automatically open when you enter the vehicle. So if you were to open the door, say with the power button, it will open automatically. Got plenty of space for folder holders. Got a small hook that allows you to put more netting if you need to. On some of these you have a small coin tray. This one doesn't seem to have that. You have your rear climate control, which it's been disabled due to the front passenger system being locked, but if I were to turn it to unlocked here, I would be able to activate the rear climate control. So we'll close the doors here. And I love the sound of this generation's doors. They were one of the more interesting style door assemblies. So this one's still locked out, but it's at 65, so it's in an air conditioning mode. You get 2 bucket seats up front, small little padded tray down here. On certain model year Chrysler Town and Countries, I believe it was 2004 and above, they had the optional stow and go package on the Chrysler minivans. So what they did was they cut a small hole in the frame of the vehicle, and then they made it to where you had a small storage cubby to allow you to put fishing rods, tackle boxes, and other amenities on the floorboard of the vehicle, and then you had more storage space. Very comfortable, to be honest with you. You got plenty of leg room. I'm about 6 foot tall, and I'm able to sprawl out, and it has the slidable front seats for the middle passenger, so if you really want to give someone a lot of leg room like this one here, it's pulled forward a little bit, I'm able to stretch out just fine. You've got a rear speaker for your rear passenger, so it's a small tweeter behind the rear seat belt. Your small rear cow flap style windows that kind of open in and out in a small fashion. And then here's your electric motor that allows the power lift gate to come up. This one, I believe the hydraulic struts are down, so that's why it came slamming back down a moment ago. But we'll open that up and show you the trunk aspect, and then we'll take a look at the Chrysler Town and Country. So, let's take a look at the trunk, shall we? You also have small cup holders for the middle seats within the ergonomics of the seat, which is pretty cool. So let's see here. I raise this up. All right, so if I raise this up here, there's the rear intake for the rear air conditioning, and then here's your strut for the power lift gate. But as you can see, the hydraulics on this particular vehicle, they're not in any more ability to raise and hold the trunk of the vehicle. So that's why I was unable to demonstrate the power liftgate feature. You do have a jack kit on the little storage cubby right there. Allows you to change a tire if you need to. But that's pretty much the Dodge Caravan. I'll show you the features on the keyless remote, being that this one has keyless entry, and we will call it finished. And then we'll move on to the Chrysler Town and Country. Okay, so on the remote, I can't demonstrate the trunk because, as I said, the trunk is got bad struts, but you have lock, unlock, and then you have the ability to open the doors. Now, what I've learned, because I've had 2 vans in my family, what you want to do to be able to know which door you're opening, hold the key remote backwards. This is your left door, this is your right door. So if we want to open the left door, you press it like this 2 times, and the left-hand door will open. It just gives it a little bit easier access and makes it a little less tedious if you're trying to figure out and learn the remote. Because when you hold it this way, it'll make the left door look like the other door. So it makes things a little easier. Oh, great. So you press it once for closed, twice for open. Alrighty, well, let me go ahead and take care of the miscellaneous engine shot videos, clips, and the exhaust clip, and we'll move on over there to the more luxurious and prestige Town and Country design, which was basically the flagship model of this chassis. So, see you guys in just a moment.
Can inspiration make the minivan even more Yes. Will it let you travel in luxury and style? Sure. Can it find a place for everything and put everything in its place? With our exclusive stow and go seating and storage? Of course. The amazing new Chrysler Town and Country. Chrysler. Inspiration comes standard.
In addition to a $1,000 cash allowance on Town & Country, you may now qualify for $500 bonus cash when you finance through Chrysler Financial.
The color is flat white metallic paired with a gray leather interior with vinyl and plastic accenting throughout. It's got a little bit of plastic, but that's just the generation of the vehicle. Still though, it's very loaded. It's got power lift, power tilt, power forward, power back, all the different features that your seat would have. And we'll go through all of the neat features of this generation Town and Country as we go along. So, let's go and start it up. This vehicle has 125,908 miles. Four-speed automatic transmission with low gear selection. Chrysler's signature white over black gauges. That was a very retro touch that they did during this generation of Chryslers. You have a tilt steering wheel. Your traction control button is on the wheel hump bezel. You have your mirror adjust on the center pad. Automatic driver's side window. Automatic but manual up and down on the passenger side. So, let's turn on the lights, fog lights, as well as the hazards. And we'll check out the exterior. As stated previously, this is the third generation of the Chrysler Town and Country. Chrysler logo, one that retros back to the 1950s. Touring package. When I was a kid, this was my dream minivan. When I was about 7 or 8 years old, I thought that this was the coolest vehicle you could own. And still to this day, they still look very sporty for a minivan. Back in the time that this vehicle was being manufactured, a lot of car brands were trying to hone in on the retro craze when they were developing cars such as the PT Cruiser, Chevy SSR, and other vehicles of its lineup. So, let's take a look at the engine, shall we? This particular unit has Chrysler's 3.8 liter dual overhead cam V6. It's a very modern engine for its time, and they built them by the millions. They put them in the Chrysler New Yorker, Chrysler Fifth Avenue when it was the last generation, Imperial LeBaron, and other Imperials that they made for a short period in the late 90s. But most of the engines that were developed by Chrysler were specifically developed for this particular vehicle, the Chrysler Town and Country and Dodge Grand Caravan. That humming you're hearing is the air compressor. All right, let's take a look at the interior, shall we? We'll start on the driver's side, then move to the front passenger, and then we'll go to the back seats where we will discuss all of the amenities that the Chrysler Town and Country came with for the back passengers. Turn off the hazards. So, I'm gonna lower my seat a little bit just so I can get comfortable. Wants to bring me forward. Okay, maybe it's lowered as far back as it'll go. All right, so starting on the driver's side door, you have your power locks, your power windows, your rear left cowl flap window switch, and rear right cowl flap switch. You have your center console for storage. Small little penny tray. Your 2 cigarette lighter upholstery setup, as well as you have a small power outlet for the center console. Cup holders in the middle. Climate control switches. I'm running the AC a little bit right now because it is a bit warm. Your rear climate control, auto off, or allow the passengers in the rear to control the air. We're going to set it to rear so I can adjust it as necessary. You have a standard stereo system, manual bass adjustment, manual left, right. You have a tape deck, CD player, rear defrost, front defrost, and then up here you have your heated switches for your seats. They are heated. It was one of the first minivans to come with heated seats. The only other vehicle that I am aware of this generation is the Nissan Quest from 2005. Also, if I turn the car off for just a moment here, you'll see that there's a little key slot right here. Right there in that little key slot on some of these vehicles allows you to manually disable the passenger side smart access airbag. Later down the road, they did go with a sensor, which I believe this one does have a sensor. Vanity mirror on the driver's side. Got a little button to turn off the light. Got a paper clip holder, sunglass case holder, vanity mirror. Then you have your power switches for your door locks, access to allow the rear doors to be opened automatically or manual. So like, let's say there's a fault on one door, you can turn the switch off and the vehicle will still work fine with it just being a manual door assembly. You also have your house HomeLink system, menu, let you know what's going on with your vehicle, service, miles to empty, how far you've traveled, time elapsed, how many miles till service, etc. And on some vehicles they do have an onboard compass, which this vehicle is equipped with. It can be in Dutch, French, Spanish, and English. All right, so let's take a look at the passenger seat and then we'll move to the rear part of the vehicle. Move the seat back, just a touch. Get comfortable. You do have a 3-way adjustment air conditioning system, so they have one vent that's always in the middle to blow towards the back passengers, and then you have 2 ergonomically controllable vents to allow the front passenger to have his or her discretion of how he wants to have the air conditioning blowing. Got your owner's manual, this time in the Chrysler inscription. If you go back and look at my Dodge video, you'll see that it says Dodge as well. You also have your 2005 Dodge warranty, and it would have come into effect on October the 1st, 2004 for the 2005 model year. also have another owner's manual right here. And then you have some of the other information. And this is a really cool feature right here. Take a look at this, guys. I don't see this every day, but whomever owned this car took such good care of it. Let me see if I can fold it out real fast. Give me a second. Whomever purchased this vehicle when it was brand new took pride and joy of the ownership of this vehicle and actually saved the front window sticker. So if you look here, a base model Town and Country would have been $27,260. You can see all of the standard equipment. If you want to pause, you can go ahead and pause and read through the standard equipment. And then you see the optional equipment, which was a $2,215 upcharge for all of the special adjustable features. And then you had another $2,100 for several other options and $680. When this vehicle was new, it was at $32,225. And it was manufactured in Ontario, Canada. 18 city, 25 highway on the mileage per gallon, which is really cool to see that someone saved this window sticker. A lot of times these things are left long since gone to the history of time. So that is a very neat piece of history right there. Okay, well, we've checked out the front portion of the vehicle. I am going to check the power liftgate real fast, just to make sure that the power liftgate doesn't have bad air struts for the hydraulic system. The Chrysler, or excuse me, the Dodge van that I looked at just a few minutes ago, it did, and I attempted to run the power liftgate and it came slamming back down, which would have been not so fun. So let me check that real quick, and if everything goes well, I'll demonstrate the power liftgate as well as the power doors. The power doors on this vehicle do in fact work. I checked them before I jumped in it and started this tour. So let me check the power liftgate and I will be right back. Alrighty, so it looks like everything is in working condition. So let's go on and I will open the passenger side rear door and we will take a look at the back side of this vehicle's ergonomics for the back 6 passengers. So immediately as soon as you jump in, you have smaller bucket seats in this particular model, but the armrests do raise up like so, allowing me to rest comfortably, but they fold down like that so you can actually stow them or even remove them from the vehicle. So we're going to close the door here. Listen to the door on this vehicle. It has the coolest sounding sliding door. It's one of my favorite features. When I was younger, I thought that that sounded just like a transformer. So, all right, so you have your own sunglass case holder here. On some of them, they did come optioned with a entertainment system. It was either a VCR cassette player or a DVD player. These stands, they could slide. They have little retaining clips that you take out and they'll slide back. And then if you wanted to mount like a DVD system in the vehicle, it was an option. Not all of them came with it, but this one does have the digital climate control system for the back few passengers. It is lockable up on the front. As I showed you before, you've got your rear control, which is set to right now. I'll actually zoom in. It's the middle dial there. You've got your rear climate control, so if you turn it to off, it'll lock this out. The air conditioning will not turn on, or you can set it to auto, and the driver or front passenger can choose the discretion of what the temperature would look like. So you have your door handles, hanger clips for hanging suits, jackets, stuff like that. Entry and exiting, as well as ambient reading light for the back passengers. On the seats themselves, they have little pop-out cup holders. They're not very large in today's standards, but back in the day they could hold maybe a 2-ounce soda or something, one of those little canister in-flight beverages. You also have a charger port down there on the center stack, and more storage ability to be able to route these cushion bags and the straps. So we'll move over to the other seat here with the headrest up a little bit. There we go, click. And it has a little button to allow you to lower it as well. So plenty of leg room. If the driver's kind of tall, it is a little limiting for the passenger behind the driver, but as you can see by that other seat, you have plenty of leg room. And then as another option, this one doesn't have it, but some of them did, you could actually slide the seat forward and backward, and it would give the back passengers a little bit more legroom. So speaking of, this one is a 3-seater bench in the back. So you have 2 right here, 1 right here. You got your rear speaker, your tweeter, pop out glass for the vent windows, which was an option that Chrysler came up with. A lot of companies followed suit. Got your rear holder handle. That was one thing that I liked about Chrysler, is every person that was riding on the sides had a grab handle. And then you've also got your own sunglass case holder right there. So the seats do fold down, and then they can be lifted up and removed, including the rear bench. So if you want to make this vehicle into a cargo van, that is perfectly optional. However, one thing this vehicle does not have, even though it is a 2005, some of them did option out with a stow and go feature. So if you had the stow and go, you could stow stuff under the floor here in the middle portion. I'll take a picture offline and show you an example to what the stow and go feature looked like. It was basically a way to where you could store fishing poles, coolers, and other small necessities if you're going camping, or you just wanted to carry extra cargo with you and you didn't want to have to put everything in the back where the power lift gate is, or even worse, you know, have to fill up one seat like we used to do with our minivan back in the day. So you have center armrests on both sides. I'll go on and show you for demonstration purposes. I am pretty tall, but I still have plenty of headroom for the vehicle, and with the seat kind of forward, I have plenty of legroom as well. So let me go on and grab the power remote here, and we will take a look at the power lift gate. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, so the power lift gate is right here. You press the button twice and it will lift up. Plenty of cargo space. You have the little hump that comes down to allow you to either fold the rear seats down, or you can just put your luggage. What me and my family would do when we had minivans for a long time, we would stack our luggage flat downward, then we would stack them up, and even though you'd only have about here in visibility, you would still be able to fit 6 people's luggage moderately easily. So you also have your jack stowage right here with all the kit that you need to change your tire. And this little vent here is the intake for your rear air conditioning system. So that's pretty much the Chrysler Town and Country. I will demonstrate the keyless remote here. So for the power lift gate, it's 2 up, 2 down. It does have that audible alarm for safety. And then on the remote, you also have the ability to unlock the vehicle, lock the vehicle, panic, and then also you have the ability to open the driver and passenger rear sliding doors by pressing the button twice to open, which I will demonstrate here. And then if you press the button once, it will close. And the door should close automatically. Alrighty guys, well, that is the tour of the 2005 Chrysler Town and Country Touring. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you haven't seen the other video, be sure to go check it out. I linked it in the description box below. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Take care.